everybody.
Hoo-choo-hoo!
Welcome to the StabCast. I'm Dizzle.
I'm Dizzle, and I'm sorry, I forgot.
Forgot your devil ears?
I forgot the devil ears. I should know this, because it's supposed to be something that I should be wearing, but it's okay.
Well, there she is. She's got them on. We're in August, a horror month, baby.
Yep.
This is a scary month. We're headed into spooky season. Summer's over. People are barbecuing. People are going swimming for the last time. People are getting their butcher knives out and ready to fucking run away from mass killers and monsters.
And speaking
and
of butcher knives, I don't particularly want to promote this movie, but I have to.
Yeah.
Because not only was the man who played the killer in it did a fantastic job, Daniel.
Yeah.
But the girl that we will literally be sitting in the same room with in 14 days was a cameo in this movie. So I had to go ahead and watch the movie. Teddy told me to.
Okay.
I even told the guy that played Teddy.
Was it good?
Horrible movie.
Yeah, it's terrible.
5.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's as high as I will go.
Yeah.
Kills, and as far as he was concerned, 8.5 easy. Like, honestly, I really wish Rob Zombie would watch this motherfucker. You have a complete recasting or a complete recast for Captain Spaulding right there.
Yes.
Like, he reminded me of a Captain Spaulding.
Yes.
He did a great job. I mean, especially because he just walked on with everybody. And they were like, who is he? And he's like, oh, my name's Teddy. And they're like, are you the groundskeeper's brother who was supposed to be sent over here? And he didn't say anything. So they just decided that he was the groundskeeper's brother and brought him in the haunted house. Little did he know he was the original killer that got the haunted house shut down when he was 6. But
that's sick.
Yeah. So they had no idea, but
I'm gonna have to watch this movie.
Very low budget, it's found footage and haunted house like movie. Honestly, it didn't remind me of anything I've seen before other than low budget movies.
It sounds entertaining.
There was some titties.
I like those.
So I know Daniel will probably
I'm a fan of titties.
Give it a watch. But I mean, it wasn't horribly awful. It kept my attention to that.
Absolutely. All right. We're here to review a classic, baby. We did our game the other day, and like a couple weeks ago, we did our horror game where we scratched. It was like a scratcher. It was like a lottery.
Yeah. We did like movie versus movie, and then we debated which one we thought was better.
Yes. And then in the championship round, we picked a couple to review. We reviewed the classic. The reason for this podcast, probably Scream last week. And now we're here talking about a different type of horror movie that's very fucking different.
Completely different.
Not really our what we talk about a lot. Well, I mean, we talk about all sorts of shit. But, as far as, our favorite, I think this would probably venture away from that. But
yeah.
Not that it's a bad movie. It's just what we look for.
It's not a slasher.
No.
Is what it is.
And we're talking Bruce Willis, Haley Joel Osment, The Sixth Sense. And this movie was fucking huge. When you talk about movies that were like a moment, and I think this had like a $40 million, I'd have to look it up, but I know this made like $600 million. This made like a disgusting amount for the 90s.
And we live where it was made.
Yeah.
Well, we live an hour away from where it was made, but still.
Yeah. But it's an insane movie with an insane twist that everybody fucking knows. I never saw this movie until like 10 years ago, but I knew the twist since like 8 years old.
I didn't show it to you when you were little?
We might have watched it, but I don't know if I paid attention to it.
I don't think
I'd watch it.
You know what? I think you did start to watch it with me, but then Misha Barton started puking and you were like, fuck this, I'm out. And you left.
That is a gross scene still. But by the way, that made me want to bounce this time. But I will say that
you know it was Misha Barton?
Now I do.
You didn't know? I mean, it was her very first film.
Yeah, when she's covered in puke, it's kind of hard to tell. That was fucking disgusting. Just poured out of her mouth.
She was poisoned.
I'm sorry. I don't want to see that shit. No, I'm just kidding. But Here's the thing. This was such a cultural moment, and this is probably like Bruce Willis has such an interesting career, and he's one of my favorite actors of all time. So that's why I'm excited to talk, because he is. If you were to be like, Dan, if you could pick one action star ever, Seagal, even now Jason Statham, my action star is Bruce Willis all fucking day. I love me some Jackie Chan and some other thing, but I love Bruce Willis.
I am Nick Cage all day.
Nick Cage
except Face Off.
Okay, yeah.
I cannot do Face Off. Daniel knows this. For some reason, the queen of horror here has never had a night terror when it comes to a scary movie, but unfortunately, the one movie I ever had a night terror to, you were 1 year old, so I barely think you remember this.
Yeah.
Was Face Off.
Yeah.
My father showed it to me when I was 8.
You got scared.
And for some reason, it just got in my head and I got scared. I don't know how.
I got scared.
My father even said that too. He's like, we just watched Demon Night 2 nights ago.
Yes.
Someone's throat got slit in front of you.
Yes.
You giggled.
Yes.
And I was like, it was funny.
Yes.
And he's like, so what was scary about Face Off? I'm like, they took off faces.
Well, the weirdest thing can get you sometimes.
It's like they took off faces.
Like, I remember, I've seen so much scary shit, and I've seen so much people get disemboweled and whatever the fuck. But I remember when that Momo shit first came out, the chick with the long face that was like,
oh my god,
in the Peppa Pig videos in real life, that was like kind of like a national thing, and they're like, oh my god. When I first saw that picture, I remember laying in bed with my girlfriend at the time, and our bathroom was down the hall, and it was a dark hall, and I held that piss in for a while. Because I was like, dude, Momo's gonna get me. I was scared. I was like, fuck that. I did not.
You had a better chance than a Teletubby coming out.
Huh?
You had a better chance of a Teletubby coming out.
That'd be scary too.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd be happy if a
Teletubby.
Teletubby.
Terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, I like Teletubby. I've been called the Teletubby numerous times throughout my life.
They used to call you Tinky
Winky. But yeah, no, so when you can watch horror, you can love scary shit, but the weirdest shit will get you sometimes. I'm a jump scare guy. When I'm focused at work and someone sneaks up on me, I'm like, geez. I'm one of those. I freak the fuck out. So,
and the thing is that I'm not a jump scary person, but Daniel is right. If I am completely like oblivious to you being around me,
yeah,
you will get a holy shit and a swing out of me.
Oh yeah, you might get punched with you. That's
scream.
You and me are different. I'm not gonna assault you.
I won't scream, but I'm gonna give a good old holy shit and I'm sorry, dude. A self-preservation, okay?
Yeah, I mean, that's
I
probably
learned
a
that
good
shit
thing.
from Sidney Prescott.
Yeah.
Self-preservation.
So there you go. This movie was huge, and Bruce Willis is my favorite actor. To kind of bring it back to that, not my favorite.
Is?
No, I said one of my favorite actors.
Oh.
I just made the statement that he was, but he's not. He's one of my favorite actors. Probably my favorite action hero of all time. Die Hard cannot be beaten.
Okay.
The Die Hard trilogy.
Technically, Mel Gibson, though, wasn't he like the only actor that Shyamalan's used twice? Because didn't he use them in the Unbreakable series that he did too? That trilogy.
Was Gibson in that?
No,
because that was...
It was Bruce Willis.
It was Willis.
Yeah, it was Bruce. It wasn't Gibson.
Oh, I'm thinking of Signs.
So
See,
Bruce
we're talking about Sixth Sense.
Yes.
So Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
So he was used twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, technically, he's been used fucking 3 times.
3 times.
Well, yeah, because he did Unbreakable. He did... What was the first one? Glass or what? I'm getting fucked up now. That was first, right?
Split.
Back in the day. Glass was back in the day. Around
No,
this...
I think Unbreakable was first, then Split, and then
Glass. Because that was Bruce and Samuel L. Jackson thing.
Okay.
And then that was him doing a little fucking universe, because that's when everybody had to do a universe. Because Marvel was killing it. So everybody's like, ah!
I mean, Split was good.
Split was great. And that was one of the better attempts. Like, I liked that whole thing. But, and Unbreakable's a good. So, yeah, Bruce has been used by Shyamalan a couple times.
And that's actually quite, like, memorable, honestly, because he doesn't use actors over and over and over again normally.
Yeah, let's get.
I mean, I
Towards
guess
the mic.
sometimes he does, but I don't think he normally uses.
No, he
people
doesn't.
over and
He
over.
uses different actors. And I thought, and M. Night Shyamalan is one of the most polarizing fucking directors of all time. You either love him or you hate him. He's been shit on by critics. This is when the twist worked. And this is when he was like, oh my God, this guy's a genius. It's the
And they
greatest
pinned
twist.
him as the next Steven Spielberg.
He was the guy during this time. But then, the twist, he kept doing twists in every fucking movie. And people were like, the Shyamalan twist. And then they were talking about the quality of the movies, which I do think Shyamalan has more hits than misses. I mean, if you made The Last Airbender, you deserve a few eggs thrown your way.
He had Mark Wahlberg talk to a houseplant.
That movie sucked too, but Last Airbender is one of the worst fucking things I've ever seen in my life. And if you like...
I thought Borderlands was worse, though. I got told that Borderlands was like...
That was bad, too.
Really
They're
bad.
both instances of really good artistic directors trying to do franchise shit and failing fucking hard.
Okay.
That's basically what both of those are. Because
Okay.
he was trying to adapt Avatar, Shyamalan was, which is a beloved cartoon. And he did it in the most terrible fucking way possible. And, and Borderlands was adapting a beloved video game. And it was like every other blockbuster that's ever came out. And people didn't give a shit and it flopped. And they had to take it out of theaters the second week. That was a disaster for Eli Roth, which sucks. But it seems like he's coming back.
Oh, that was Eli Roth.
Yeah, that was Eli Roth.
Okay.
Those are
I
two different
apologize.
downfalls.
I apologize. I thought that was Shyamalan Ding Dong.
No, that's Eli Roth, which sucks because that was right after Thanksgiving. And it's like, oh, he's heating up. And then it's like, oh.
Nope.
And,
well, second Thanksgiving's coming up. So
yeah,
we'll see if he can redeem himself.
well, I mean, he's the man that made fucking Hostel and Eli and
Saw.
Cabin Fever. And he didn't make Saw.
No, he didn't make Saw, did he?
No.
No, I think someone else came out with Saw.
Yeah.
But he did make Cabin Fever. That was his very first movie.
He's a very smart, good director. But, everybody has a flop. I mean, we have bad days at work where we suck. Everybody has, a bad thing that they've done at work,
Yeah.
And, you have very few directors, actors, whatever, that doesn't have a stinker.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, Bruce Willis, I love him to fucking death, but he's got him. And Shyamalan has him as well. But Bruce Willis, another one, Cop Out. Kevin Smith directed him and Tracy Morgan. Great buddy cop movie. But for a horror movie, by the way, Haley Joel Osment became a fucking star off of this. And he was known as like the child star and one-hit wonder, which I love him.
But he was only a child star one-hit wonder because his parents wanted him to go to school.
Yeah.
So he went to university. That was the only reason why he was a one-hit wonder. He's back in Hollywood now.
He was in Happy Gilmore too.
He was in Happy Gilmore too. He was in Feature Man.
It
He
seems
played
like
an
everybody's
integral
in
part in that.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's been back for at least 5-6 years now.
And you forget, and kid actors is one of those things to where it's essential to tell a story.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of stories that you need kids, and sometimes it can't be all adults in the story. Sometimes you need children to really convey a specific script or story, and I understand that, and I think that's why they need it.
Yeah.
The participation in having actual child actors, I've always fucking hated, because it fucks them up all the time, and it's not a normal life, and they don't get to have a childhood and all that bullshit.
Yeah, but it all depends on the parents.
Yeah, but it's usually fucking shitty parents that are like, let's make some cash, get out there, show business, bitch. And fucking like, it never really works. And sometimes they're not fucked up, but they always have like a phase, or they always have something, and it's always kind of bad. And not always. Maybe there are some outliers. And there are a lot of kid actors that, I'm not saying that all of them turn out fucked up. It's just an immense amount of pressure to put on a child.
Yeah.
Haley Joel Osment,
I mean, and that's
making
why a lot
400
of
million
kids like Haley Joel
Yeah.
Osment will be like, no, I do want to go back and have a normal life real quick.
Yeah.
And live my life as a child, and then I'll come back and be an adult actor if I want to.
Because celebrity's a thing that'll fuck your head up anyway, so putting that on a kid is always hard. And a lot of the times with actors or like child musicians or whatever, it's not always their decision, which sucks. Sometimes it's the parents that are like, hey, you're doing this.
Now Natalie Wood broke her fucking wrist on a fucking on a damn movie stage, and her own mother told her to shut up and to stop crying.
Yes.
And when they tried to get a doctor to look at the poor girl, she's like, "Oh no, she's fine.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Yeah.
Do not touch her. Don't look at her. She's fine."
She's fine.
Her wrist was deformed
Yeah.
for like the rest of her life. She wore a bracelet because she was so self-conscious about it.
Yeah, so it would be fine.
I mean, well, no, she wore a bracelet, so because it would cover the bruising.
Yeah.
It wasn't a brace; it was a bracelet that she wore.
Yeah, they're put in bad conditions sometimes, and so, and you know, sometimes they're treated perfectly, and it doesn't fuck with your head, and you grow up to be a functioning member of society. And I'm not trying to make a whole statement on, you know, child acting. And like I said, and with all that being said, for however old Haley Joel Osment was during this performance, so for a 10-year-old kid or however old he was, this is a great performance.
Yeah.
This is a spectacular, and a lot of this movie is on him.
Because normally when someone's that young, they're annoying.
Yes.
Like the Babadook kid.
And he had to convey so much. The whole thing was from his fucking perspective.
And he had to do it while not being pristine as whiny.
He couldn't be whiny. He couldn't be annoying. He couldn't look too... He still had to be likable, but he did need to look like a scared kid. That's a lot for a performance. And he did it and knocked it out of the fucking park.
And oh my God, that kid has a very traumatized look.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, that kid can really act with his face. He really can. He has facial expressions down to a motherfucking T when he was 10.
100%. And him and Bruce have this chemistry that, you know, is really hard to convey, like with any other. Like they have this relationship of like, yes, he's a stranger, but it really does feel like a caring adult that's caring about this little kid and trying to help him. But he's going through his own shit, obviously. But the way they talk to each other is so poetic and kind of makes the movie. Because dialogue is one of those things when you have a talky heavy movie, which I would say this movie is. There are a lot of like eye candy scenes that are like, oh my God, what the fuck's going on? Especially with the dead people. But a lot of this is dialogue and story and plot.
And like I said earlier this morning to myself, I forgot what a well-spoken young kid that was.
Yeah, he was very well-spoken. Yes,
he's a very well-spoken as a child. Yeah, I forgot.
Not mumbly, he was very good. But there's a lot that goes into that, and it's all plot, and that can lead to a boring movie. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of like if you like real cinema, and then you know it's not all about action and scary stuff. You need to fucking just like the plot and quit being a dickhead. But you know, a lot of like a casual viewer might go to a movie, and if it's all fucking talking and blah 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 blah, they might be like, "Well, I'm bored. I gotta go take a pee, and then I want to go home."
Yeah.
But this, you're in on every single scene. And you're in on every single conversation, and every single time that Haley Joel Osment looks terrified, you're like, oh my God, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, what does he see?
And even like I said, I've known about this twist since I was 8 years old. And since I was 8 years old, I know that I see dead people, and I know that. Well, spoiler, everybody, you've seen the movie. It's Sixth Sense, for God's sakes. Bruce Willis is dead, right? Bruce Willis is fucking dead. When he got shot in the beginning, he's dead.
But he didn't realize that he was dead.
Yeah, that's the whole movie.
Which is really weird.
Yeah.
And that's what makes him take on the case of Haley Joel Osment's character.
Which I'm wondering, Sharon, did you see this in theaters?
I believe I did.
Did you at all have any suspicion, or did the twist really get you? Because the
twist got me.
So even when he got shot at the beginning, you were like, "Oh, he made it. He's okay." Yeah.
Everyone thought he did. Mom
that's
and
what's
Dad
crazy
did too.
to me. And maybe I'm just so desensitized from movies now, but it's crazy to me that back then the people are like, "Holy fuck!" Because watching it at the beginning, it's like
one of the first real big. We never had a movie like that before.
And now it's been done a million times since.
Yeah.
But at the time it was revolutionary.
Now it's expected, and it's a trope.
Especially from him. But from a lot of
then it wasn't at all.
No. And that's why, but it's crazy to me because I've known about it since I was a kid. So seeing him shit shot in the beginning, it's like, oh yeah, he's dead. How the fuck does no one understand that? But yeah, I can see that, you know, you don't understand it.
No, because you really do feel like he's just a child psychologist that just is too busy for his wife and doesn't have time for her, and she's pissed at him.
Yeah.
I mean, it can very well so come off as that.
Yeah.
I mean, once you get more deeper into the movie, though, I will have to say it's kind of obvious that he's not there in a way. Because, I mean, she's going on dates and shit and whatnot. And, I mean, why would she go on dates if he was still there?
Yeah.
I mean, she can be mad at you all she wants to. I still don't think she would go out on dates in front of you. Like, that made no sense to me. Even as a kid, that made no sense to me. It's
I didn't see it as a date. I didn't see her going out as on a date.
Like, that guy was always trying to get her to go with him.
But she didn't go out with him.
Yeah. But going to dinner by herself, it did seem like they were at dinner together.
Yeah.
And it did seem like she was just ignoring him and paying the check. But I do get it. Once you know that, you go in and it's like, obviously he's dead. Obviously she's by herself.
Yeah, because she's like, happy anniversary, and walks away. And it's like, obviously she didn't really say that to him. Like, she didn't even look at him.
But that's what's cool, because it's one of those movies, if you don't know, if there's a new fan of horror and they're like, I want something shocking, you show them this, and then they see it for the first time and they're like, holy fucking shit. And then you have them watch it a second time with them knowing the twist. It's like, oh, it's in here. Oh! And that's what's cool about movies like this, is it gives it rewatchability. That's
absolutely
fun. Yes. And this movie is a huge rewatch factor.
Absolutely.
Am I going to lie and say that at some points I was a little like, there might have been one of those, but I do think that it is a movie that keeps you in, and there is some really spooky parts. But as far as like the scariest movie of all time, it's not really up there.
No.
But it is more. I mean, it's a thriller. It's not supposed to be a straight horror. It's a thriller, but.
And I felt really bad for that poor little kid.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he was trying so hard to keep his mother out of it that he was basically suffering.
Yeah. And my favorite parts are like when he comes to term with it, like towards the end of the movie, like when he knows, and like when he's talking to that chick and they're like, all right, we're ready for you. And he's like, you know, there was a fire and some people burned out. He's like, I know. I was just talking to the chick with her head half fucking burnt up.
Yeah, like he's getting his makeup and shit done by like this ghost that was half burnt. And like the teacher comes in and he's like, hey, who are you talking to? And it's like, wait, what? And
that one got me. I'm like, yeah, she's real. I'm like, fuck.
And she turns away to look at him, and you see the burn marks. And it's like, oh shit, not me again.
Yep.
I thought he was talking to a real person, and he's like, oh, I'm just doing my lines, and it's like, you're smart, kid. Way to keep yourself out of an insane institution.
And
good job.
And that's what I'm saying is he plays this with a sort of intelligence. It's not just like a normal dumb kid. It's like, oh yeah, dead people are everywhere. He starts to fucking realize, and then he starts to like try to like help with it, and tries to like, and like with that scene when he's talking to his mom and telling her about her mom. That is such a fucking powerful scene.
Yeah, when he's like, she wanted me to tell you that she did come to see you dance.
Yes, and I know it has a whole nother meaning to you and the people that, like, you know, have more of a spiritual side to them. And you know, not, well, see stuff like that or not see stuff like that, get energy like that. People like that are going to watch this scene and be like, holy fucking shit, this is a whole different, it adds another dimension to them watching it. You know what I mean? Which is, you know.
But you kind of felt bad for the mom, too, because she's like, she was scared.
Yeah.
Like, she was genuinely terrified for her child.
Yeah.
And, like, and then she, like, started to calm down and actually listen to him.
Yeah.
Once he, like, brought up the grandmother and brought up that, like, she did go to her dance recital and whatnot. Like, shit that he would never know.
Yeah. And that's what makes it almost one of the best scenes in the movie, because it's so powerful, because it's a kind of an eerie scene, but it's also a sweet scene, and it's a sad scene, and it's all these different emotions in one because of how the mom's taking it, how the kid's delivering it, how they're having the conversation. It's just, and that's what makes movies fucking awesome, and that's what makes this one particularly special.
Yeah.
So that is something I really fuck with.
And like you said, he came to terms with that. So like when his mother's like, oh God, look away, there was an accident. And he's like, I know. They didn't make it.
Yep.
And huh?
Yeah.
And he's like, I know. It was a biker. She got hit by a truck and she didn't make it.
Yeah.
And it's like, You're gonna give your mom a heart attack.
Well, and that's what's fun about this movie too, because it also plays on kids have wild fucking imaginations. Kids make shit up. Kids, so when a little kid starts saying shit like that, you're like, well, do I believe him, or is little Johnny just had too much fucking pop rock sugar and is he being fucking wild and crazy, or is he really seeing dead people? And that scene, that delivery, that line.
Somebody needs to make blooper reels out of us sometimes.
Yes. Well, I think that's what the shorts are supposed to be. But yeah. And he, because that line is the most, like, movie history. That is cinema history. Whether you've seen The Sixth Sense, you know Haley Joel Osment looking at the camera with the kind of scary, spooked out eyes going, I see dead people. It's one of the most fucking iconic movie lines in the history of movies. And it's going to live on forever.
Yeah.
And that's one of the cool things about this thing.
Yeah.
So what else do you got on it?
I felt really bad for the mom because she didn't know that he was covered in scratches and bruises and stuff. She didn't realize how much he was suffering.
Yeah.
And like that one time she's putting him to bed after she takes him into the hospital because he seemed to have had a seizure during a young boy's birthday party, because the two young boys, who I like to call pieces of shit 1 and 2, they both decided to lock for Cole in a door where Cole had already known that someone not only got locked in there but died.
Yeah.
So, but he didn't really know yet. So, like, they trapped him in there and whatnot. And, like, by the time his mother got to him, like, he was very, very, very out of it and shit. So she thought that he had a seizure.
Yeah.
And the doctors are like, no, nothing's wrong with him. He's fine. But the thing is what's up with the scratches on his back and the bruising? And she's like, the what?
Yeah.
And they're like, the scratches, the bruising. Like, what's going on there? Are you doing anything to that? Like, you're not doing anything to him, aren't you?
Yeah.
And she's like, how dare you ask me that? Of course I'm not doing anything to my child. But what do you mean bruising?
Yeah.
And then when she brought him home from the hospital and she looked under her shirt, she's like, oh my God, he really is bruised and scratched. Who the hell is hurting my kid? And like she starts looking through these pictures, which I never first got when I first watched the movie. I got it this time. I never realized that there was like a presence in every single picture that had Cole in it.
Yes.
And then I realized it this time. But yeah, that's all I really have.
Yeah, so this is a scary movie, but it's a great movie. Let's give it a rating. I'm going to give it 8.8 dead people out of 10. Mindy?
At 8.9.
All right. We'll see everybody next week. We're going to do Bone Tomahawk, the Kurt Russell horror western. We'll see. Unless Mindy changes it like she seems to want to.
Goodbye, guys. How do you?
Have a good one. Who do you?